Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is The Life of Sin, and I am back with a new episode. It has been some time, and the last time that I actually recorded, I was in treatment for breast cancer. I had been diagnosed in 2020, just to give you all a quick update. And I went through treatment in 2021 and 2022. I also lost my mom in 2021, so the last 2 years have been crazy for me. And between that time, I did get a new puppy. So I got Oliver during treatment, during radiation, and he has been with me since then. He's my emotional support dog animal, so he kind of got me through the journey. So in my YouTube channel, or through my journey, I want to talk about what it is to not only survive but to thrive. And for the last year, that's really what my main focus has been. I am all about eliminating the things out of my life that no longer serve me and going for my dreams, going for things that make me happy, because in life is short and you don't want to spend a whole bunch of your time and energy on things that just don't serve you. So for myself, I am dedicated and committed to continuing my journey, sharing my journey with you all, and what life looks like for me after breast cancer. Because as you know, or as you may not know, but survivorship is hard. It is not something that's easy to navigate because it is a mental game. Not only is it a mental game, but you learn so much throughout the journey that once you're on the other side of it, you want to do so much advocacy work. You want to help so many people who are going through the same thing, because this is nothing that I've ever experienced in my life, and I've like experienced like fibroids and other things that women face, but this has been one of the toughest things because, like I said, it's the physical part of it, it's the mental part, and it's just the fact that so many women face this, and men go through cancer, breast cancer, and cancer in general. So I just want to be on this side, trying to tell my story, but not only that, but motivating people, making sure people are aware of their health, and then just going out and living our best life. And so a couple of things that I have really done in 2022, I really had decided for myself that I needed to make a change, because my mom passed in December of 2021, and as I was still in treatment, going through immunotherapy and chemo pills, and I was working, and I was just burnt out. And I just was on autopilot once again. I found myself in that position. I had been in that position so many times before, and I'm just like, this is not the life that I want to live. And so I had to make a decision after my mom had passed. It made me think about legacy and like what I wanted to leave behind, in my life. And so in order for me to think about legacy, I have to start moving towards the goals that I want to see in my life. And I knew, at that point when my mom passed, I knew I had to make a change in my career. I knew I had to make a change in a lot of things. So I've been trying to release a lot of things that no longer serve me, putting myself first, my health first, my mental health and wellness, because that's the most important thing that we can have. And it's just been such a beautiful thing for me to see, focusing on my friendships, focusing on the joy in my life, the happiness in my life. So all of 2022, I just kind of stepped up and was like, you know what? I know last year was tough, and this year I'm gonna take control. So last year, like, I started off the year, I did this very nice photo shoot. I still did not have any hair, so I decided to, do something like this, similar to the hair that I have now. And then I basically just was like, I'm gonna do a photo shoot, and I wanna look the way that I want myself to look for this year. So I started off with a photo shoot. I did my hair, my makeup, and I was like, boom, You know, I had this really pretty pink dress, and that's kind of how I kicked off the year. And so I was just like, okay, yes. I was just so happy, and I felt like I could manifest anything. So I just started writing things that I wanted to see in my life. I wanted to go on trips. I wanted to, you know, be on TV shows. I wanted to, you know, be featured in Essence magazine. I had wrote all this stuff down, and then a lot of it came true because I was just so determined. I was just speaking things into my life and creating vision boards and just changing my mindset, listening to new music that talked about manifesting the things that I want. Like, don't knock, not listening to like the top songs and just discovering new things, because I discovered this really awesome playlist, and it was a thriving playlist, and I found Tony Jones on there, and she is so dope. Like, she talks about manifesting things and just like speaking and doing affirmations. So that kind of helped me to get through a lot. And so, you know, that was January. February kicked off, and then by the time March came, I was just so burnt out, you know, working the job that I had. It was just very consuming. I was just like, I don't think I can do this anymore. So I ended up switching career, making a career change, and really going towards something that was very passionate for me. So I'm now working in the breast cancer space, helping women just like me, and that is like my purpose, you know. And so I was glad to make that switch. And in addition to that, like, I was able to go on this leadership retreat with a whole bunch of amazing women in the breast cancer space, just talking about like how, you know, we can help other women, especially in survivorship, because like I said before, it's nothing where you have like somebody helping you navigate when you have your oncologist. Like, after you're done with treatment, you have to figure out everything, you know, on your own. Working, I got my new job. I decided that I was gonna finish my chemo pills, and then after I finished my chemo pills, I was gonna do like the Super Bowl champions and go to Disney World. And that's exactly what I did. I took myself to Disney World. It was the best trip ever. I went to Epcot Center. For an adult, like in Disney World, it is a special place. Like, cause I just felt like when I was there, I felt like I was a kid again. I felt like so much joy, so much happiness. All the staff members were so happy. Like, I want to go back, and I will go back, just, you know, very often. So I did that. The leadership retreat that I went to was in Belize, so I kind of had like went to that afterwards. So I had done a lot of traveling. And then I went home to visit my family a couple times, which was really amazing. One of my closest friends had turned 40, so I went back for her birthday, and then my cousin got married. So that was like really great. And, you know, I just lived. I went to see Coldplay. It was like my first concert since the pandemic, because when I was in treatment, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't be around people. So I went to Chicago to Soldier Field to see Coldplay and Her, H-E-R, and that was just so amazing. And I just had such a great time. And that was like, for me, just like such a true blessing. Like, I've done so many things, even more stuff in 2022, but like that kind of kicked off the beginning. And I just, like, every time I got an opportunity to do something, I did it. I traveled, I went to Mexico. And then by the end of the year, I went to Arizona because I wanted to do something very spiritual for myself, being that I was like completely done with treatment. And then my mother had passed, and I wanted to do something because she actually passed on my birthday. So I wanted to do something that was meaningful. And, you know, dealing with a lot of grief and stuff, I wanted to do something that was very spiritual. So I went to Sedona, and it was like so amazing. Sedona was like one of the best places ever. I only went for like one day. We did one of those Jeep tours, but I definitely want to go back. It was me, my baby sister, one of my best friends, and then my sister's best friend. We had the most amazing time. We went to the Grand Canyon. We did a spa trip. We did a lot of healing stuff like breath work and stuff like that. So I want to continue to kind of be on this spiritual journey as well. So for 2023, it is almost the end of February, and you know, in this year, I do want to be more intentional about the things that I want out of life. I think 2022 showed me while I was still in treatment, I was like kind of setting up the play for myself and what I wanted to see, what I wanted to manifest for myself as I move forward in this journey. So in this year, there's still so many things that I want to do in terms of being an influencer, speaking engagements, just sharing my survivorship story and encouraging people. And then I want to start writing again, write a book. That has like been on my goal list for a while. So I'm hoping that this year I can really find the resources and the tools and the motivation to get pen to paper, to be creative and do all those things, and hang out with my friends more, because when you're in cancer treatment, you know, one thing is like you don't really, you know, you can't really be around a lot of people. So I know 2021, like I was around people, but it was very limited. We were in a pandemic. So I'm just so excited to kind of get back to life. I've been doing that a lot more. And when people invite me out, I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. And in terms of other stuff, your girl is ready for love. And now that I'm out of treatment, I don't have to focus on like living in life. I am looking to get back out there and start dating. And I have started doing that. I went to a singles mixer and it's been so fun. Just putting myself out there, and like I went on a date and that was like pretty cool, pretty fun. So I'm just excited about all of this stuff, and I'm hoping that 2023 will be, you know, last year I thought it was the Joshua year, like the year of never before, but I want this year to be like the year of never before, like blessings on blessings, like miracles, God's like supernatural miracles. Like, come on, we just gonna declare it. I declare that God will drop his supernatural miracles all over my life, my family's life. And so I'm just expecting that. I'm expecting abundance, financial abundance, and just like, even on my job, like I'm just like the manna from heaven, like just keep pouring down, because I want to help women who are going through this. So I'm just like praying that this will be like a super productive year, especially in the space that I'm in. And so yeah, so that's the update. I hope, you know, I'm super excited because I was like very like hesitant to start recording. Like so many things was in my mind, like, oh, I need a new camera, I need software, I need this and that, like everything in the book. And even like I set up this whole chair in the back, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit on the floor and just look at the camera, the sun, you know, we got the sun shining. Hey, that's all it takes sometimes, is just to do it. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. I am so happy that you all are here and you supported me through this journey. Love y'all.